So the Essential Craftsman turned me on to a handle company called househandle.com, and it made it sound like they were a fantastic old-fashioned handle making company that does everything the right way, the way that was used to do. I ordered 4 of these, and I gotta say, I'm really not that impressed with any of them. First of all, I paid extra for them to be unfinished, which is, I don't know why I would need to pay extra to have them not do something that they would have done for free normally. But anyway, I paid extra for them to be unfinished. I paid extra for them to be octagonal in shape. And I paid extra for them to be hand selected, meaning individually picked by a human for their beauty and perfection, whatever. Now, these are roughly something like an octagonal shape, but it's not really an octagon. I don't know how easy that is to see. It's kind of an octagon. The different faces of this are also not chamfered very evenly. There's some places where there's almost no chamfer, like this face, there's none at all. And then right around the corner from it, there's about 3/8 of an inch of chamfer. I don't know. That's a picky thing, but it irks me for something that's hand selected and I paid extra for. There's also some pretty obvious flaws in this. If you look at just down the handle itself, there's big gouges out of it, right? There's big gouges out of the handle. Same with this one. There's probably 3/8 of an inch of material there that's missing. And then you have the same problems with, it's not really an octagon, and there's no consistency in the way the faces were chamfered. This is probably one of the 2 best looking ones. There's no obvious flaws in the handle itself, but again, you have this really varied amount of chamfering. There's almost, that's probably at least 3/8 of an inch of chamfering there, and then almost none on some of the other facets. I don't know, maybe I'm picky, maybe I'm asking for too much. This is one of them I did use. This is what I thought was the best handle, and I put it in an old Madole ball peen hammer that I got at the garage sale for $2. I think it turned out nice. I stained it ebony. I burned it with a torch a little bit before that. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's going to be a good hammer. You have the same problem though. It's not exactly symmetrical or anywhere close to symmetrical. Now these 4 tooth marks in the bottom of it, they do kind of throw you off a little bit. It makes it hard to tell what is exactly symmetrical and not, because they draw your attention and they create some extra visual noise that make it hard to tell what you're looking at. But it's not an octagon, and the sides aren't symmetrical. But it looked to me like the most sound handle, so I used it for my hammer. These other ones are okay. I think you could certainly use them for a shop hammer, for personal use. But I had planned to put these in really nice antique handles and give them as gifts. And with big chunks out of the handle like that, there's no way I can give those as a gift. I mean, it looks like I bought a cheap handle at somebody's garage sale. But anyway, househandle.com. I was a bit disappointed, but your mileage may vary. Still pretty happy with this hammer though.